Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lyons. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That's taken on the 25. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. First carry for Najee Harris. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a first down carry for Harris. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Lions. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. This is Harris on the draw. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Up the middle they go. Lions. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he fires one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Walker has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Hurts. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this one is incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, what a move.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. The Pats with the best possible start to their season, a road victory in the opener. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Jimmy Garoppolo with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it'll be second down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And quickly, they get to the line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have cut the lead back down to 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Hurts throw into the hands of Fant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And they'll get this down to the 10. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now out come the Steelers. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second and 1. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And out now come the Seahawks. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium. There he goes, right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Walker, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Sanders' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He'll find Metcalf. Here's second and a yard. On second down, it's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lions. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The fullback dive held up short. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And they're going to speed things up here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
They run for it with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets them to about the 44. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
Jackson the target, and he makes a great grab. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Pittsburgh, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.